Hello and welcome back to Magic Cat here, back in crypto video. Hope you guys do well, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a bullet video here in Pulsechain and in crypto in general. Today is a green day, reminds me of ATROPA and ATROPA garden. Shout out to ATROPA ecosystem, and that's exactly the topic of today's video. Guys, I'm going to be giving the respect that TeddyBear. It honestly has been overdue for me to make a solo video on TeddyBear, the greatest meme coin in all of Pulsechain and arguably in all of crypto, due to the fact that it is on Pulsechain, the most undervalued and the most valued network. To me, in my opinion, this bull run, it'll make the biggest winners. It's my greatest bet this alt season. Okay, so watch the whole video through. I'll be giving you guys my reasoning why TeddyBear is gonna flip Doge, flip Shiba Inu, and it's super bullish, of course. So thank you very much for watching, and of course thank you to all the people who are choosing to support my videos. So thank you to all the YouTube members, the DeFi Insiders, and of course to the highlights comment. Nice one, Khaled. Going deep into the math on this one and referring to the latest video why EHEX and PHEX are super bullish. Okay, and I'm super bullish on them. Anything honestly in the richer hardcore system and EHEX, I think definitely is great timing right now, specifically because we're kind of in the last stretch before the alt season starts, literally before the tides start turning. But before we get into that, today Bitcoin, honestly, such a nice green day. Even for Pulsechain, guys, very nice and green, beautiful. As I said, reminds me of a ATROPA ecosystem and having a nice green garden. And yeah, right now the ETH ratio with BTC, still at that 0.55 level. Honestly, I'm expecting this number to rise, guys. I'm expecting this number to rise. I'm expecting Bitcoin dominance to go down slowly. I'm expecting alt season to kick off. As I said, we are in the latest stretch. I'm not really going to expect too much outside of consolidation, runway, sideways movement up until, honestly, give it a month or two max. I would say maximum to September. Guys, it is super exciting times to be in Pulsechain right now. I'm telling you, this is why I'm going to be making videos. And keep in mind, guys, okay, I'm making videos on projects that have low volume, that are in the low, market caps and stuff like that. I'm going to explain to you guys why TeddyBear is going to do very well. And there's a misconception that a lot of people look at TeddyBear as if it's a meme coin in Pulsechain that has already made it. Guys, we need to understand that everything in Pulsechain is actually very cheap. So when we look at TeddyBear and to see the market cap that it is right now, it's at 19.1 million market cap, guys. This is absolutely small in terms of ratio, in terms of where Shiba Inu numbers have reached, where Dogecoin numbers have reached. Shiba Inu literally pulled a 1 million X, ladies and gentlemen. Do you understand? This is why when you look at, a market cap of billions entering in from a literal, 19 million market cap, or by the way, it fell all the way back down to 13 million market cap. That's a whopping over 50% sale. So if we look at from the top, by the way, and we look at how, that's a minus 68% decrease in price. This is how crypto moves, by the way. It literally does this. It's part of that Elliott wave theory, how crypto moves in waves. There's always going to be, the motive phase, the correction phase is always going to be the correction before the next leg up. Guys, this is how crypto moves. You either take advantage of that, or you're either going to FUD yourself out of it, and then you're going to miss out. You're going to be, okay, I want to swing trade this. I'm going to make my 50% every single day. I'll make use of the volatility. Guys, 15% every single day, 50% every other day, or 20% every other day is not going to make it. That's not how you win big in crypto, and I made a tweet about this, so we're going to get to that in a second as well. But please understand that TeddyBear is absolutely on a mission. It is the undisputable, if that's a word, undisputed top meme coin in Pulsechain. Okay, for a lot of reasons, okay. Number one, obviously the psychological checklist, TeddyBear. Okay, when you think of the dog type of meme coins, there's literally probably 20, 50 plus iterations of them, very saturated. Same thing can be said about the cats. Okay, TeddyBear though, I don't think I've seen anyone pull that off. And of course as well, it doesn't divide the community in half, cat people or dog loving people. TeddyBear. Everyone owned a TeddyBear when they were young. Guys, I take my investment very seriously. You know what I mean? Like, everyone loves teddy bears. Everyone had a teddy bear when they were young. This is the psychological checklist that gets to people. The simpler it is to tell someone, the more people can relate to it, the more they want to be part of it. Not because it's an investment, guys, it's because the feeling they get when they buy this. That's the utility, actually. Utility is literally the user satisfaction. You know what I mean? Like being part of the club, being part of Teddy Bear, making memes about it, which, by the way, I made a meme on Teddy Bear. We're going to be literally tweeting it in this video, so watch it as well. I will show you guys the meme. I want to hear what your thoughts about it. I'm not really someone who makes memes, but you know what? I might start making memes because that's kind of be one of my points for today's video as well. But going back to it, this is how it feels, by the way, being in crypto, because most of my holdings are literally in altcoins. Yeah, we need to keep surviving from Bitcoin a little longer, because until alt season comes. But until then, we need to be hiding away from Bitcoin, because he's coming to get us. But this tweet was really well, because here it says Bitcoin dominance is looking heavy. Look like a fat woman about to leap off the high dive. Imagine that splash at the bottom. The altcoin wave will be life changing, and that's exactly my point. You can see in the image right here. You know, expected fall from basically this previous bull run. This is the peak of like the Bitcoin dominance, and then it fell down, and this is the beginning, the first indication of the alt season, right? Obviously, when Bitcoin dominance is power, and all the alt seasons are outperforming Bitcoin's growth. Not to say Bitcoin is going to be bearish or anything. You know, it's just the rate of growth changes now. Okay. And then I made this tweet. You don't need to be smart to make it in crypto. Instead, you need the guts. Blue chips like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Solana coins are the first winners, but altcoin season will have the biggest winners. And that's exactly what I mean. You know what I mean? And this is the mid-curver thing where people here who, you know, honestly, if you try to overanalyze things, try to be too smart, you're going to be one of those people who doubt yourself out of a token or an investment, or, you know, become like I'm going to swing trade and make my 20%. I mean, leave that type of strategies back in the stock market. Not financial advice, by the way. If that's your way of making money, hey, do that. Okay, but you can see here, alt season is soon. So yeah, that's the tweet. But moving on, by the way, quick reason why I love being in Pulsechain is because numbers like these are actually possible. You know, it could be very aspirational, very aspirational. We're talking, especially this pulse at 2 cents. I think pulse at 1 cent, honestly, doable. You know, it's like a 200x away. The native token can 200x, in my opinion. Yes, of course it can. You know what I mean? Because think about it, how absolutely in depression prices we are in Pulsechain. Everyone is, that's the thing, when you have people calling the bottom, which, by the way, I made this video where I call the bottom, the more it will actually go lower. So I'm refraining myself from calling the bottom, because I know Richard Hart, we all talk about the sacrifice funds, etc., 170,000 Ethereum waiting to be, you know, it's long gain in Ethereum. Once it becomes very valuable, it can literally become over $1 billion worth. It's going to rotate into Pulsechain and buy, you know, appreciate the Richard Hart core tokens, etc. Now you have a lot of people who are very short, well, you know, they're very you know, they have resentment in them, okay, where they're buying the dips, they're on a negative, they cannot wait till the Richard Hart core tokens does a 2, 3, 5x, and then they're gonna dip. You know what I mean? So this is why I can understand why Richard Hart is not rushing the process. He wants to absolutely squeeze every single one out of their hope that this will happen. You know what I mean? Even me and everyone. Do you know why? Because he doesn't want those people who are just going to wait for the sacrifice funds to come, and then they're going to dump as it goes up. That's not how we're going to win. We're going to win when those people sell out at a loss, or they, you know, no longer become believers, and then their pump happens, and then they're going to come and FOMO back in. They want to see a green candle, and then they want to buy. That's actually 99% of people in the crypto world, guys. It's a casino where the house always wins, and most of people get punished. So be aware of that. You know what I mean? Be aware of this. Is why when I make an investment, I already rule it at a loss. I don't need to check my portfolio every single day. I don't need to open the graph every single day. I sleep fine, guys, because I know I'm in Pulsechain. It's a risk that I'm taking, don't get me wrong, but life is nothing without risks. To me, in my opinion, that's not, no financial advice. Technically, we take risks by getting up and choosing to get out of bed and going and starting your day. You can trip over and break your leg. You know what I mean? I drive my car every single day. The chances of me, you know what I mean? Risky. I'm taking risks. I need to work. I need to make money. I need to go to the gym to make myself happy. There's a risk me going to the gym, me lifting weights. Oh. You know what I mean? I hope you guys understand what kind of analogy I'm trying to make there. But looking at these price predictions, again, do understand that this is a little, in my opinion, too much for now. INC to 1,200. Again, I'm not now, doesn't mean I'm going to hold it till it reaches 1,200 and then start taking profits. I'm going to take profits all along the way up. As I said, triple digit INC, definitely possible, guys. Definitely possible. The way INC is designed, this deserves a whole video. Hex, $4.50. I would love to see that. Definitely want to stick around and find out. This is why I love Hex, by the way, both eHex and pHex. Watch my latest video on why. Pulse to 2 cents. Either way, I'm never going to be holding Pulse because that's the native token. I'm always going to be looking at the leverage of Pulse. You know what I mean? Stuff like PulseX, stuff like INC, pHex, and then obviously you can go step after that, PDAI. Okay, what's the leverage of PDAI? ATROPA, leverage of ATROPA. There's tons of things, really, like down, TSFI, you know what I mean? And technically TeddyBear as well. So yeah, this is beautiful. Pulsex set to 1 cent, very nice. I like this is why these numbers are possible being in Pulsechain, because Pulsechain is not in any of those, it's not in centralized exchanges, it's not listed other than Maxi, which is good. That was a huge win. Richard Hart is still ongoing with the SEC case. Again, I think there'll be a lot of coverage, a lot of eyes are going to look at us once that case gets dropped or won by Richard Hart, when the judge rules it as, hey, Pulsechain is not an unregistered security, it's a commodity. The fact that Ethereum ETF was approved, the fact that SEC dropped the investigation for Ethereum shows that it is indeed a commodity, shows that Pulsechain, because it's a direct fork of Ethereum, it must inherit all its attributes. You know what I mean? Therefore, makes for the case to be dropped. Beautiful. I mean, imagine that day. Manifest it, guys. Believe in something. Believe in something. Don't overanalyze it. So yeah, anyways, this is why I love being in Pulsechain. But going back to it, by the way, the things that makes TeddyBear such a great thing to me, not because it's part of ATROPA ecosystem, which we're going to get to that in a second. That's kind of the more technical side of things, looking at Hart's law, looking at, okay, what makes a meme coin really valuable. Obviously, we've covered the psychological checks, and then we're going to cover the ATROPA system in a second. There's another thing here, which is, of course, the community, guys. The community is the fuel of it. Obviously, stuff like TeddyBear, we don't actually have an official website. The dev behind it isn't like, making marketing, running ads on deck screener and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's very artificial. There's the good thing about TeddyBear, which is organic growth, which is why I'm making this video, because I know this is overdue. I want to give respect to TeddyBear because I already been knowing this. I already know TeddyBear is number one. Okay, but I've seen other people where they're like, okay, what's next? Oh, TeddyBear has already made it. What other meme coins are there? Don't get me wrong, respect to all the other meme coins. There's tons of them that are also in the cheap prices, but TeddyBear cannot be forgotten, guys. It will melt people's faces. We're talking about Shiba Inu numbers in the billions, guys, in the billions. Look at this. Let me bring up a calculator. 19.1 million. And imagine this was at 13 a few days ago, guys. 40%. You know what I mean? That would make any stock market ecstatic. 4% that's like how much they make in 2 years of their capital. You know what I mean? So let's quickly see how much are we away from 1 billion. Okay, that's a 52x. Now, how much are we away from 5 billion times 5? 261x. How much are we away from a 10 billion market cap, which is basically roughly where Shiba Inu and Dogecoin is sitting at right now. Right now, even though it's not a cycle 1 token anymore, it's already mainstream. It's no longer, you know, the hype in Twitter or the hype in this main bull run. Yeah, this is like the settled down market caps. That's going to be a 523x at 10 billion from these prices today in TeddyBear. 523x. Yeah, absolutely crazy. This is why being in Pulsechain is full of opportunities. A lot of things are. By the way, if you do want to swing trade, I do suggest using stock RSI. By the way, it's pretty sick. But as a side note, you know, long term buy and holding through the FUD, through the fear, through the downs and ups. That's how you make the biggest money, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. In crypto, that's how you make the biggest money. Okay. You know, daily trading and stuff like that is, first of all, it's very time consuming, and number 2, you can't be perfect. You won't be consistently making, you know, green money. You know, your win rate will be around what, I'm gonna say, like what, 50%. 50% is actually pretty good. You know what I mean? Like 45%. That's probably average. You know, and then obviously you want to take profits. So then the next time you're gonna be playing with TeddyBear to swing trade, you're gonna have less capital because you want to realize your gains, etc. So buy and holding, DCAing slowly, increasing your position, accumulating during the lows, because when the prices are low, buying power is up. Okay, this is this is it, guys. It doesn't actually get more complicated than this. You know what I mean? But going back to it, the thing that makes TeddyBear super bullish is because of the community. The community is, you know, with the organic growth, they're part of the onboarding, which is making a community-made Telegram, a community-made website, a Twitter there is as well, obviously people tweeting about it, and of course, memes. So we got stuff like this. You know what I mean? That's pretty sick. And then you got, you know, Beards, shout out to him. He's doing a great job onboarding people, not only just in Pulsechain, but of course in TeddyBear. This is a clip where he just talks about
TeddyBear is the #1 coin on Pulsechain, not because of liquidity, not because just of 24-hour volume, not because the amount of holders it got, not because it's attached to the #1 ecosystem in all of crypto that the majority of people don't understand. TeddyBear is going to flip Dogecoin. Bottom line.
100%. I like that. Bear has a market cap of 25 million, so it's no longer that. It's actually cheaper, and it was basically at 50% price sale of this in a few days ago when it was at 13. Dogecoin has a market cap of 11.3 billion right now. Super bullish. And then obviously, you know, more memes like this. Richard bought me out for my birthday last night. Let me tell you, the future is looking bright. Pretty funny. And then you got this, guys. This is one of the reasons why it's super bullish, because of course then this legend who gave a talk, by the way, in Pulsechain Tour. Go check that out. There's a VOD on that uploaded somewhere. This is part of the ATROPA system, which the ATROPA token is super bullish. You know, it's going to be mathematically calculated to reach $7.50 once PDAI reaches $1, pegs at $1. Okay, this is as an effect of that going to $1, ATROPA will be 7.5, which then again, because of Hart's law, which is basically, you know, things that you bond with, liquidity pair, the choices that you make with their ratios, it will basically rise and fall with the pair in tandem. So because, for example, TeddyBear is paired up with ATROPA in, like, let's say, you know, $500,000 of market cap, as ATROPA does a 10x, TeddyBear will be exposed to some of that gains because of that liquidity bonding, because it's pivots. There's a pivot, you know, it's a certain percentage of it is pivoted to ATROPA, right? Depends now on what's the ratios of the different liquidity pools in TeddyBear. Like, you can have 60% of it is WPLS. So technically WPLS is great for exit and, you know, buyer liquidity for slippage or whatever. But at the same time, because WPLS is very heavy in terms of liquidity, we won't expect it to be that volatile in terms of, okay, it's going to do 100x midterm, short term, whatever. It's going to kind of keep the prices low. But if it was fully bonded with ATROPA, as ATROPA does a 10x, TeddyBear will do a 10x as well. You know what I mean? That's basically Hart's law. It's actually a very interesting concept, and it is proven, guys. You know what I mean? ATROPA Dev has absolutely mastered it as well at the same time by attracting the arbitrage bots. Okay, when you have so many different pairs, so many different routes, so many different, as someone pays or buys a token in one pair, the other pairs now are out of, they're not accurate in terms of the pricing anymore. So the arbitrage bots will literally trade and then arbitrage, get the prices to be the same, and then they're willing to to pay the gas fees, etc., and then that will be volume. That will be really great. Of course, this gets feed into things, and this is why obviously people like Sunny with their X system, he's very smart. He used this type of strategy to make his A1A, his B2B super thick tokens. I made a video on that as well, so pretty smart, because now it literally, the arbitrage bots, as they're making their 1p 1 cent or 10 cent profit, they're still willing to pay the buy and sell transaction tax of the token. And guess who benefits off of that more than the arbitrage bots themselves? The holders, because they receive reflections. So that's a little shout out to Sunny's reward or ecosystem. That's what it's called. But look at this. This is an illustration that the ATROPA dev himself drew. You can see TeddyBear here. There's an arrow. Now usually there's targets here for like either price target or market cap, but this one just has an arrow. But a lot of people have been saying like this is super bullish, etc. So yeah, and here people are saying, wow, $7.50 ATROPA by July 2026. So that's basically in a year, guys. $7.50. That's gonna make a lot of new millionaires. Okay, a lot of new millionaires, guys. Okay, just from ATROPA. Absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. But yeah, this is the clip, by the way, that I just wanted to this is the meme that I made. Let me know what you guys think. Does not invest in TeddyBear, does invest in TeddyBear, does not know what ATROPA is, does know what ATROPA is. And then I just made these 4 people. And of course, if you invest in TeddyBear and know about ATROPA, you're gonna be the 414 dev. And then here I put Somi. I'm something of a chef myself. And then of course, if you don't know either of them, you are Vitalik. Shout out to him, by the way, of course. It's all jokes. And he says, smells like gas fees in here. And then Richard Har here, did it pass the Howie test? Again, a nice little funny thing here, just to make a little meme. I might do even more as time goes on, to be honest with you. It depends. So yeah, if you're watching this video, go to my tutorial and like and share this. This is the part, I just wanted to do my part of the community, make memes. This is exactly how you actually onboard people. People want to relate to it. People want to laugh with you, and then they'll be like, oh, I want to be part of that community. I want to be part of TeddyBear. So yeah, I'm going to be clicking post. And yeah, oh, and this actually tweet, I saw this. Which token would you like to see on Kraken next? And then the legend Somi himself makes a nice little shill for Pulsechain, which gets a lot of attraction. I liked it as well. So imagine Pulsechain getting listed on Kraken. I believe that's easily the top 10 centralized exchanges. If I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty solid on that. So yeah, guys, this is how exciting it feels to be in Pulsechain. We're so early that anyone can look at Pulsechain. It's literally untapped territory, guys. It's untapped territory. Everything is cheap. Honestly, everything is cheap in Pulsechain. It feels really great. But finally, get into the TA stuff, by the way. I just wanted to make the video talking about TeddyBear, why it's super bullish. You have things like this. You look at the top thickest liquidities in all of Pulsechain, specifically in PulseX, by the way. I'm going to keep it in PulseX. You can see, number 1, PulseX, INC, Hex, TeddyBear, top 5 thickest liquidities in Pulsechain. 800,000 with DAI. I believe that's PDAI as well, by the way. Which, by the way, oh, what the hell is this? What? Anyways, by the way, I think it's a super smart move because PDAI, as PDAI will go to $1, it will only make this LP worth even more. Okay, so yeah, TeddyBear is not only going to be the biggest meme coin in Pulsechain, arguably all of crypto. It's also going to be the thickest meme coin ever. Guys, you want to look at market cap, do understand that this is an inflated number. It doesn't represent the actual value in the numerical value that you have here. The actual dollar value, I mean. It's the liquidity at the end of the day. And liquidity is the dollar value that you're going to be looking at. That's where you can see, okay, that's the cushion for market resistance. That's the you know, the ATM money that I'm going to need so that I can enter in or enter out with minimum slippage as possible to fulfill my order. So this is why TeddyBear is actually gets a huge thumbs up. So many different LP pools. We're going to check that in a second. But you can see top 5, that's TeddyBear. You go down, number 8, TeddyBear again. You go number 10, TeddyBear again. So out of the top 10 thickest LPs in all of Pulsechain and PulseX, 3 of them are TeddyBear. That's absolutely crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Okay, and by the way, for some reason, the DAI/ATROPA supposed to be here. I'm not sure why it doesn't show sometimes. But yeah, absolutely crazy. Going next to it as well, looking at, you know, who's holding the top holders of TeddyBear, you can see no significant whales, no unfriendly whales. This one is holding 6.04. Do correct me, guys, is that an ATROPA wallet? I'm not 100% sure, but you can see that this is very good distribution, standard deviation. That's really good. That's what you like to see. And obviously these are contracts, so these are the LP pools. You guys can check them out. You can take that and paste it on DBank. I'm going to show you guys in a second. But I was looking at some of the biggest holders here, and you can see what they're holding. You can see some of them $35,000 worth of PDAI. They're holding PWBTCs as well. So, you know what I mean? It lets you know what are the whales in Pulsechain doing, because they know something, because they're smart. There's a reason why they're a whale. Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that every single whale is smart, but you know, more than likely they should be. So you can actually copy whales, and that's actually a very solid strategy, because sometimes they have like insider info, whatever, like, you know, with like meme coins and Solana, whatever. That's a strategy I used to do, but in Pulsechain and stuff like that, it's good to copy a whale and be like, okay, what are they doing? And you can see providing liquidity, very solid stuff. PDAI with TeddyBear, you know, PulseX with TeddyBear, beautiful. DAI with Pulse Miami, shout out to them, and then tons of other, and then farming. Look at this, INC and PulseX. I made a video on this. Very, very solid. The APRs on them, very beautiful APRs in PulseX. And honestly, I do believe PulseX has the best farms in all of crypto. Okay, because it's super trustable. The APRs will, you know, they fluctuate slightly, but they're, you know, they're consistent APRs, guys. You know, whether it's the market is bloody, whether the market is booming, you're going to be making those APRs in a token that's INC, that is 100x plus potential token. It feels great to be in Pulsechain. Okay, but moving on. What I want to show you as well, these are all the different LPs. I use Dex tools here because I think Dex tools is really good with liquidity pool analysis. And you can see here 200,000, 272,000, 700,000. That's you know, that's obviously above 1.5 million so far. 200,000, 132, 32, 92, 84, 22. Like, that's a lot. That's almost 2 million plus, basically. Pretty cool stuff. You know what I mean? This is why TeddyBear is so. It's very hard to beat it. This is why it's undisputable first place. You know what I mean? With honorable mention like PTGC, because again, they're doing kind of the same routes of TeddyBear, having so many different thick LP pairs, not just one, not just few, not just focusing on WPLS. Very smart, attracting the arbitrage bots. They have buy and sell tax. They have staking. They have locked staking to make the liquid holding of PTGC. Again, soft chill here about PTGC. Very smart indeed. Okay. And basically, some people even say PTGC is a part of a ATROPA ecosystem because it has embedded itself into it. Because you can see some of them, there's some pairs, PTGC with some of the ATROPA tokens. Very smart, exposing themselves to, if the ATROPA token does a 200x, PTGC is going to get some of that. You know what I mean? Very smart. But yeah, I just want to show you guys as well finally here before I end the video, because I'm honestly very tired. It's almost midnight. This is Shiba Inu, guys. In the beginning and early days of Shiba Inu, this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is how meme coins work. They go up, they spike, and it feels like, oh, the peak is done. You know, this is the big win. Take our profits, let's leave. But then indeed, when you try to see, you know, this is like a minus 83%. It goes down, and then the next leg up. Guys, look at this. Next leg up. It literally goes up in waves. It spikes up, and it does another correction. Look at this one. It spikes up to like 60 million market cap, and it comes all the way down, minus 64% to 22 million market cap. You know what I mean? From down here, right? From 8 million to 62, down to 22 million, and then now the next leg up, and that's basically the biggest spike. And then there's one right here as well, technically. There's one right here, and it comes all the way down here. Okay, this is a small correction of like 38, minus 38%. But you see what I mean? This is how it works. It goes up, does a correction, goes up, does a pullback, goes up, does a pullback, and then higher highs, higher lows. Keep that in mind, guys. This is how meme coins work. This is why, to keep it easy for you, buy and hold. Not financial advice, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Share this with your friends, crypto friends, and yeah, give it a like. Subscribe if you're new here as well. I'm going to leave my Twitter link in the description so you guys can go share that TeddyBear post that I just made. Really appreciate you guys. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Take care.